remember collecting Pokemon cards when I was a kid, and I remember going to the store, going to Walmart, or going to Toys R Us, or going to some local toy store and finding base set booster packs, or fossil booster packs, or jungle booster packs, and then immediately getting in the car and ripping them open, or taking them home and ripping them open and putting them in sleeves or putting them in binders right away, and just kind of admiring my collection. I remember actually taking those nine count pages, the clear pages, you know what I'm talking about, from a binder, and I remember wallpapering my wall when I was a kid because I wanted to have those holographic cards on display. But never, ever would I have ever imagined as a younger person being able to take booster packs home and just leave them, just let them sit, not open them up. It was something that has really changed a lot over the past couple years. Now you have different routes that you can take when it comes to collecting Pokemon. Pokemon isn't just Pokemon cards, it's Pokemon sealed product, it's Pokemon video games. There's a lot of different toys and different areas of Pokemon that people consider themselves to be an enthusiast or a collector. And sealed product really wasn't one of them until a couple of years ago now, where a lot of people are kind of buying separate items to keep sealed. They'll display them, they'll put them on shelves, they'll buy multiples of a new set so that way they can open one, maybe keep one sealed. It's changed so much. And now when you start looking at the market and trying to understand and analyze where things are going, obviously sealed product always requires some sort of premium as it ages and it goes out of print. It starts getting a little bit more difficult to find and people are willing to pay more and they pay that premium. Today, we're going to look at the 20 best-selling sealed products as of right now and kind of look at the market and where they are headed and kind of get a better understanding of where things are going. So I'm going to flip you guys around right away. The first product that is on the list, this is all information from TCG Player. So you can find some of these probably for cheaper in various websites if you go to eBay or you go on Facebook or somewhere like that. But this is all market data that we're pulling directly off of TCG Player. The best-selling sealed item currently on TCG Player is a Brilliant Stars booster box. And these are moving fairly quickly. We talked about Brilliant Stars last week a little bit and how the market is really starting to climb. We do expect a third wave of Brilliant Stars to come out in May. Unfortunately, not going to be quite the size as what we saw for wave 1 or wave 2, but it's still going to put a little bit of a dent in the price point. I don't expect the price to go down tremendously, down to $100 or $105, what we saw with Evolving Skies, but it should come back down to earth where at least it's lower than MSRP. Right now, the most recent set for the Pokemon Trading Card Company is selling for $147.12. That's really close to its 1 month high of $149.16. At the beginning of March, it was sitting down at $130.17. It's been selling like crazy on TCG Player, on various outlets like eBay. You can see prices going up. If you look at sold listings and things like that, this is the #1 best-selling sealed product on TCG Player. The #2 is Evolving Skies booster boxes, and these products are jumping like mad. If you look at the beginning of the month, it was selling for $147.80. So we're talking about 4 weeks ago, it was down to $147.80. Now it's at a month high, and it keeps breaking a month high because it just keeps consistently going up. You can tell just by the graph there. It's currently sitting at $183.38, and that would really lean to believe that they are going to reprint this item because they have not reprinted it yet. We've gotten 3 waves of it, but we would expect a 4th wave because this is going to continue to stay in standard rotation. So one would assume that since this is a fairly new product, not even a year old yet, and the demand is so high that it's selling for almost $40 above MSRP, that they would release another wave of Evolving Skies. Obviously, Pokemon just bought Millennium Print Group. There's a lot of stuff going on there. We would assume that eventually they're going to reprint this item. However, it's still selling like crazy. But the good news is we're going to be giving away a booster box of Evolving Skies every single week until a reprint comes. So this is the Danny Phantump reprint. If you want to get entered to win, go back to the video that I posted last week Friday. All you have to do is leave a comment, leave a like, and make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Boom, you are entered into the giveaway. Every single Friday we're going to announce a new winner, and every single Friday the giveaway is going to start over until an Evolving Skies reprint finally comes, or the end of 2022. We're going to give away a box every single week until the end of the year, or a reprint comes, whichever one happens first. So Evolving Skies still moving like crazy, and you can see $183.38. That price point is not deterring people away from buying it. The next 3rd most best-selling product on TCG Player right now when it comes to sealed product is Astral Radiance, the new set that is coming out next month month. So this is scheduled to release at the end of May. And you can see there was a little blip. Something weird happened. I don't know if somebody came in and kind of spammed up TCG Player. We had some random new accounts that kind of manipulated the price point, the market price, because it went all the way down to 76, 78 for a couple days and then shot right back up to about what it's been going. So 125, 124 seems to be the going rate right now for a pre-order. You should be able to find booster boxes for pre-order a little bit cheaper than that. Some places haven't even gotten allocations yet, so still a lot of time when it comes to that, but definitely a set to keep your eye on, especially because Trainer Gallery is going to be in there. You're going to have a lot of additional cards in there. It's going to be a really good set. Definitely keep your eye on pre-order prices, see where they're kind of settling, because we could have another situation like what we saw with Brilliant Stars, what we're selling for right around MSRP during release, then dipped down a little bit. Wave 2 came way earlier than expected. I think if you can find booster boxes around that $120 price, that's a very good price point for Astral Radiance, but it's clearly moving very well, being the number 3 best-selling product on TCG Player. The number 4 one is Evolving Skies booster box case. Obviously, buying by bulk or buying in bulk is going to give you a little bit of a discount, or it should in some cases. However, that's not the case right now with the Evolving Skies booster box case. Its high point of $990.76. It actually hit a couple weeks ago, but for some reason, there must have been a few cases that kind of got sold recently at a discounted price, because the market price currently is $929.60. However, the lowest listing right now is $1,150. The second lowest listing, there's only one available at $1,150. The second lowest listing is $1,275. So you're looking at $190 per booster box just by the lowest price point right there. $840.90 was where it was at the beginning or middle of March, really. $840.90. It's really been climbing since then. Had a little bit of a dip over the past week, but now I expect it to continue to go up. You're going to see a new market price real soon on that, because the lowest price, like I said, is $1,150. Next up, no surprise, the Brilliant Stars booster box case. Been climbing like crazy, $729.32. It's gained almost $100 in market price just over the past month. In the middle of March, it was down to that $729.32. It's jumped up to $823.94, which is a 1 month high, and that's where it's currently sitting right now. If we look at Fusion Strike, this is a little surprising. This booster box is starting to gain a little steam. You can see it dropped all the way down around March 20th to $87.21, which is really where it's been stabilized, really between $85, $90. But then it's kind of gone up a little bit, and it's been a little bit consistent over the last 3 weeks or so. It's sitting at $94.97, which is actually a 1 month high for Fusion Strike. You should be able to find it a little bit cheaper than that if you look around a little bit, but $94.97, obviously still a really good price for a booster box, but higher than what Fusion Strike has been for a while now. And I can't necessarily say that surprises me, because Fusion Strike does have a lot of really good competitive cards in it, and with competitive play opening up more and tournaments starting back up, we've got Germany coming up really soon with international events. I expect Fusion Strike to be opened a little bit more, because people are going to want to pull those competitive cards out of it. If we look at the 7th best-selling product right now when it comes to sealed product on TCG Player, you're looking at the Chilling Reign booster box. Market price right now is $93.69. It was down to $88.27 at the beginning of April, then shot back up. Now it's at $94.96. So it's not really gaining a whole lot of ground, not a whole lot of momentum, but you can see some of these sealed products really starting to climb a little bit when it comes to modern Pokemon cards. And I think part of that is because a lot of stores that were kind of force allocated really got through some of their stock, so now they're not really tempted to order new ones because the margins are so slim. So you have some other companies that were kind of sitting on them. Maybe they didn't want to lose money, they wanted to at least break even or sell them for a few dollars profit. Maybe they're willing to buy up some cases so that way they can make a few dollars per booster box. Now you kind of get into that situation where some of those are selling, still readily available when it comes to ordering at distributors for Fusion Strike, Chilling Reign, Battle Styles, but outside of those three, very slim pickings out there when it comes to trying to order at wholesale. The next product is obviously the one that we like to talk about the most, and that's the Celebrations Ultra Premium Collection. Not enough of this product to go around, and we can see the price point, the pricing graph is reflective of that. We were at $320.18 at the middle of March, around March 20th, and then it's done nothing really but climb since then. You can see just a consistent upward graph, sitting at $353.87, so it's gaining about $30 every month. Its high point was $362.20, which it hit a few days ago. Now it's sitting at $353.87. There's only 20 of them left on TCG Player, priced under that $400 price point. So once those are gone, unless it gets reloaded and other people start selling theirs at $350, $360, somewhere around there, this market price for a while was right around $300, and now it really just seems to be climbing faster and faster. The next product is the Darkness Ablaze booster box. $129.88 was the market price at the end of March, and it shot up quite a bit. Again, a situation I think where a lot of people are kind of looking at, okay, Brilliant Stars is too expensive now, Evolving Skies is too expensive now, I'm going to go back to some of these older sets, maybe I'll chase a Charizard, try and get something because this product is at least under MSRP, but it's closing in on that $143 price point, sitting at $138.02 currently, and that is its 1 month high. If you looked back at the beginning of December when all these boxes were selling for around $100 or less, or maybe a little bit more, the people who kind of bought those up in December are kind of looking at the situation now and seeing, okay, well, this is selling for $30 to $40 more now than what it was 4 months ago or so. The next product we're going to look at, same thing, Vivid Voltage booster boxes. 135.84 is its high point, which it's actually sitting at right now, so it's at a 1 month high. 123.67 was its low point, which it hit right around March 20th, so it's been doing a good job of climbing since then. If we look at the Fusion Strike booster box case, this is actually one of the situations that's been dropping down quite a bit. It's sitting right now at $531.57, which is about $10 off of its high point. Its low point was $527, which it hit kind of around the beginning of April. We're looking at about April 5th or so. Hasn't climbed up too much, so this is kind of a situation where you can buy in bulk and get a little bit of a discount as long as you're willing to spend and buy, 6 boxes of Fusion Strike. The Shining Fates Elite Trainer box, we talked about this a few weeks ago before the reprint got announced, how this was climbing and climbing and climbing. I think at one point it was over $70 for the market price. Look at where it's landed now. It is sitting at $50.76. Its high point was only $53.56. You're going to see this around MSRP for a little while now. Its low point of $50.62 it hit about a week ago. These should sell around MSRP for a while now. We had a fairly decent sized reprint that kind of just hit the market. People are finding these in big box stores. People are finding this at LGS's. This set was printed an absolute ton, a massive amount, going back to that tweet and that support ticket that Pokemon sent out saying that they were aware of the issues. They're going to print Shining Fates like mad, and they did, and this is what it's doing. It's sinking down in price, which is really impacting the single market for it as well. If we look, the next product that we're going to look at is the Brilliant Stars Elite Trainer box. This is moving very, very quickly, and this one surprises me a little bit that it's hovering really close to MSRP because there was only one wave of this. Now, that's not to go to say that the big box stores like Walmart and Target, maybe they got quite a few of them from their distribution companies, from their wholesalers, from those marketing companies that stock them, but there was only one wave of these that was sent out really to LGS's, so it's hovering right around MSRP, which isn't bad, sitting at $39.69 currently, which is 3 cents off of its 1 month high. It was down to $37.51 on March 20th, went up a little bit, went down a little bit, and now it's kind of back up there. I expect this to kind of hover around MSRP for a little while now. Then we look at the Chilling Reign booster box case. This was selling for $565.14 as its high. Its low point of $561.49 just goes to tell us not a whole lot of this is moving, but some of it is, and for the most part, it's really just staying consistent right now, which proves the point that there's plenty of Chilling Reign available on the market right now. If we look next, it's the Build and Battle box case for Brilliant Stars. So this is where you get 10 of them. You get 10 build and battle boxes, which is the equivalent of 40 packs. So a little bit more than a booster box. We've opened up a case of Brilliant Stars booster or build and battle kits, and we had much better hit rates, much better pulls, a wider variety, and more pulls in general than what we had from a booster box. And the fact that it's selling right now for about $160, you can probably find it for a little bit cheaper even on eBay. With the price of booster boxes going up even closer to that $150 mark, it almost looks like, okay, going the build and battle case route is going to be a better deal because you get 4 additional packs, you get what seems like better pull rates, and it's selling for roughly the same price, plus you get all those promo cards in there. Then we've got battle style booster boxes. Not a whole lot of movement in this. It was down to $82 at the beginning, or at the end of March, right around March 25th. Its high point was actually $88.76, which it hit in the middle of March, then went down. Now it's climbing back up a little bit, sitting at $87.62 currently. Then we've got the Hidden Fates ETB. We've talked about this quite a bit. I think a lot of people are kind of moving these because they were sitting on them for quite some time. A lot of people who bought these at Walmarts and at Targets had the idea of, oh, I'm just going to keep this sealed for a while. They were paying $50 for it. They expected it to go up, and really it's been the picture of consistency over the past year, selling for around $150 really for quite some time. Its low point of $153.33, it hit on March 20th, went up a little bit all the way up to $165.58, so it gained about 10%, and then it's dropped back down a little bit where it's kind of sitting in the middle now at $158.17. Then we've got these Celebrations Elite Trainer box. Not a whole lot of movement in this. Same thing, in my opinion. I think a lot of people kind of bought these with the anticipation of kind of reselling them or putting them on the secondary market. And that's why you see low movement when it comes to this. There's only about a $7 differential between the low point and the high point over the past month. And you can see it's very up and down. Its high point of 76.54, it hit in the middle of April, dropped back down now to 72.04. So right in the middle of its high point for 1 month. And then its low point, which was 69.66 that it hit at the beginning of April. So not a whole lot of movement, really a good long-term hold, but maybe not something that you're going to be looking at turning immediately. The next product is very interesting to me, and that's the Lucario V-Star box. This box just came out recently. Its high point of 38.25, it hit right around release time. Now, this is a $39.99 box. This MSRP is $39.99. You're looking at wholesale price of around $24 for this box. Its current market price is $29.80, which is this 1 month low. There is so many of these out there, and a lot of companies are having trouble kind of turning them with their forced allocations, so much so that they're willing to take a loss on this product just to get rid of the product. That's what you're looking at with Lucario V-Star. So $29.80 is its price point. You're looking at about $10 just to ship this, somewhere between $8 and $10 depending on what postage company you use. So that right there is already a loss. You're already looking at about a $22 box after you take away that shipping charge, and then you've got about 13% fees on top of that. So you're taking away another, $4, $3 or so. So you're really selling these boxes for about $18, which is going to be about a $5, $6 loss per box, and that's what you're looking at right now. So Lucario V-Star, lots available. If you haven't bought one yet, definitely look online. And maybe wholesale cost isn't that bad for you if you're looking at getting some of these newer products. Finally, we've got the Celebrations Booster Pack. $5.62 was its high point. Not a whole lot of movement in this either. $4.87 was its low point. This is the 20th best-selling product right now when it comes to sealed products on TCG Player. Lots of these moving, but currently not a whole lot of movement on this. So the movement that we've seen is really impacted on those really popular booster boxes like Evolving Skies, Brilliant Stars, driving that price point up, the Ultra Premium Collection from Celebrations, but still a lot of movement on these without a whole lot of change in price. So just kind of very interesting information to look at, to digest, to kind of make your decisions when it comes to spending your collection dollars, where to put those. Let me know in the comment section down below what you think, if there's any interesting tidbits or comments that you want to make on any specific individual product. I'd really appreciate it. Obviously, I appreciate the feedback. Leave a like and a comment because it goes a long way for the algorithm. Most importantly, hit that subscribe button. Go back, watch the video last Friday, so that way you're entered to win this Evolving Skies booster box that we're going to give away in a few days this upcoming Friday. And make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. I appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for everything. I will talk to you soon. Peace.